Hey everybody, and welcome back to Slovak Village. Up here by the sheep, we make some hay. Gonna see if we can get them fed. Realized earlier today that we really hadn't fed any of our animals other than our pigs. Hey Fart Ninja, hey Rubber Burner, what is up everybody? I just couldn't help myself. I had to use this little mower. Love this thing. Let's get rid of any of these lines. The only downside to this particular mod is that when you TED and windrow, it kicks it off to the side. So when I used the tedder, it went and kicked it off to the side, got desperately close to those trees. I'm going to run this windrower around it twice to kind of bring it a little bit further in. Got a lot to show you guys tonight, a lot to talk about. It's the last time on the map for just about a week. I will be going out of town tomorrow. I've talked about it for quite a bit, but I just want to make sure everybody is aware. Well, Fart Ninja, what would you say? Obviously, we did 2 premieres on Bergman earlier today. If you didn't catch those, go check them in my First Impressions playlist. But what do you think? In the kind of battle for the production maps between Bergman and Slovak Village, which would come out on top for you? The question's really open to anybody. That's good enough. Now we'll flip directions and kind of windrow the other way. Hey, Grumpy Piper, what's up? Oh, Slovak is going to win hands down for you. Interesting. What would drive you that way? There is no wrong answer. There's no right answer. Everyone's opinions, views are all of their own. Sometimes it's interesting to know what other people are thinking. Okay. Well, I think, sadly, I'd say you're going to have about another 2-week wait at a minimum, because the map author has resubmitted the map to Giants. It's not that the map failed. He did some changes, some corrections, some enhancements, and elected to basically request Giants not test the version that he uploaded, and instead has resubmitted an updated copy. Copy I've got here is that updated copy. So I think we are about 2 weeks out as of the end of last week to the earliest possible release based on testing thread. Oh, it is definitely out again. Full season support. And part of that includes what appears to be a custom, if not a full custom geo, custom growth, and custom animals and custom weather. How can you not get any more of a geo than that, right? Hey, Nighthawk, what's up? So when we get done windrowing here, I've got some things to show you guys, specifically over at the quarry. Some folks who were asking about the ability to use belts at the quarry. And I've got an answer for you. I think it's best that I show it to you, as opposed to just talk about it. Hey, Dutch Eagle Modding, what's up? Burner, I saw you running. I saw you running some racing game earlier this week. I forget the title. So look me up. Maybe we can. It's multiplayer. Maybe we could do some one-on-one. NASCAR Heat. Well, I don't have that one. Maybe we can find one that we both have. Hey, Genetic J, what's up? Does anybody else have a fondness for this mod? I'm the only one that likes it. Hey Mark, what's up? It is a cool mower, and I used it today, earlier this evening, to mow the field, then ted it and windrow it. So I'm using all three of the attachments. When I tedded it, I basically took two windrows and threw them together, and now we're windrowing that tighter windrow. Yeah, I was looking at how the headers kind of float on the ground. They got those little skids. How they float down there, and how basically the springs, you see the springs move, everything when it's floating on the ground. I was really admiring the details on the animations and everything. Hey Kendall, what's up? Gabriel, what's that? Clean this up a little bit. A little bit we're going to clean up down here, and then we will head off and check out the quarry. Who are you asking about the weather? It's getting a little cool for us. It was in the 60s today. I get down in the 40s tonight. I just love hearing that thing wind down. Okay. Well, here we are at the quarry. So the question was, can we use the belts? Can we use the belts for soil and the dirt? Hey, estimate clean and green, what's up? And I can tell you that we can indeed use the belts. Okay, see it ticking up. Something else I wanted to show you is we can also tip with the trailer. Of course, you got to get a little creative with your belt running. Have both of these in operation. Got all these hooked together. Go. Let's see. We are definitely taking product out of Stone Heap 1 and soil with the belt. These are not modded belts. These are just standard in-game belts. Then I did the same thing down here. At the stone crusher in order to then basically bring product into our concrete machine. There you go. So just wanted to show you guys that. With a little creative belt work, you can indeed get that done. This one was kind of fun because I had to figure a way of getting up and over the stone belt in order to do the soil. Then, of course, we are getting a fair bit of gold collected. 65 units. I'll show you guys that. And what else do we got set up? Oh, spinnery. Got some cotton sold here. Selling our cotton bales earlier. Hey, GTX, what's up? Oh, I didn't know you had. Your scripting hand in that. Stop. I wanted to. Oh, good. I wanted to haul some animals over to the meat products. Really haven't demonstrated that too much. Oh yes, that I forgot about. That since that is a global company factory, then yes, of course. Although I did try a modded belt. Tried Stevie's modded belt. That one worked with marginal success. And then I tried the fill point trigger belt that's in the mod hub, and that didn't work at all. Let's haul. Let's see, what can we haul the most of? We can haul the most 38 sheep. Let's make some lamb chops. Let's take this down to the meat factory. GTX, I think today's been kind of a global company show-off maps day. Just did 2 videos earlier this afternoon on the updated Hoff Bergman. Supports global company and seasons. Of course, we have this one going on. Yeah, the name pulling, that was a little dirty-handed. Oh, that is the edge of the map. A little tight getting back into here. Army is a very good thing. Totally agree with that. Let's unload our sheep into the meat factory. Now I have 15,200 liters of animals. And now I'll be making meat products out of that. Hey Tom, what's up? Hey David, how you doing? Park that there for now. Kind of cultivating up some fields. Because we need to mix up some more mixed rations. Hey, Lag Weasel. You're a little early this time, right? Oh no. Pink marshmallows. Well, David, I don't have any plans to actually play off Bergman at the moment. I just don't have the time to do that. GTX might be able to explain how the fruit trees work. I think he had his hand in that a little bit. So they don't take water, okay. That was just a guess. Timothy, this will, as far as I understand it, this will hopefully be available for console later on, minus the production items. Okay. Let's see if this would take straw bales. Oh, apparently does, but it's just down bottom. So, the way I understand it, the initial release is slated for PC, and then a non-production version, I think, is slated for console. Yeah, see, David, after... See, I'm going to be gone for about a week. And then when I get back, we've got more... we got more testing with Nebraska lands. And there's going to be another new map we're going to be showing off when I get back. It's going to be a European map. Then we still have the multiplayer map that we're doing. And Emerald Coast. Just not enough time in the day to play all these great maps. Well, I'll tell you, 5x time on... Is the server going to run 24/7, or is it going to be paused when empty? Because here's the problem. 5 times is for every real day, that's 5 game days. You're going to have animals. You're going to have to feed them every 2 days. So that means you're going to have to get on the server twice a day to feed your animals, or they're going to run out of food. Seems a bit much. Unless you are, like, you know, jobless, don't have anything else going on. So you need to think about, if the server's running 24/7, every real day is 5 game days at 5 times speed. Now what I typically do is I like to do the server that runs 24/7 at 1 times, but then use a modified fast night to basically make it speed through the night. So 24 real hours, 24 hours in a real day is about a day and a half of game time. So Weasel can comment. He's on the multiplayer server that we're running. We're doing 12-day seasons with the 1x clock. But then at night it jumps to 120 speed. Basically every week, every real life week is about a season transition. So that's, I mean, that works for me because I can't be on every day. I can't put a ton of time in every single day. But some people can. Some people, if they're playing the multiplayer server, that's the only thing they're doing. So it's whatever works out for everybody. Kindle, it won't be coming out because it's a 4X map, and consoles don't work with 4X maps. There's already a trailer down here. $15,000. All right, we're out of potatoes. Let's put some more whole grain in here. Wait a little bit. So yeah, that'll let you, the fine time scale, that should let you, it's like the pig dirt's doing good. The fine time scale will let you basically pick, you want to run 2x, 3x, 4x. No, the file size is too big. The map is 4x, which makes it impossible for console support. And he'd have to remove the branding like Applebee's and all that other stuff. Even if 4x maps would work with console, the file size, you would have like zero slots left. You wouldn't really be able to buy anything. Pigs. That's good enough. It's got KFC, McDonald's, Applebee's, a few other brands in there also. GTX, I got a question for you related to the Nebraska lands map. When CCS set that up, he put the water valves in. But when I put the latest version in, it was as if the water valves were never there. and they were at the water trough in a place. But when I put the latest version in on this map, everything was built out exactly like it was with the older version. So that was a little interesting. Wasn't sure why the different behavior. I know there was a note in the changelog that basically said that it could be that way. I don't know. Well, I don't know how he placed them. I mean, they appear that way in a new game save. I have to ask him how he placed them. Hey, Steve's mods, what's up? Like, if we use 1.1 and do a new game save, they're where they are. They're not needing to be placed. They're in place. Let's see, what else did we want to do? Had a few things all queued up to do tonight. Trying to get some of this field worked up. So there was a question the other day on how many hours I had on this game save. So I did look before I fired this up, and it looks like we're sitting at about 14 hours or so at this point. I know what I was going to do now. Go back here and get our truck. So I want to show you guys these pallets. Okay, so you already talked to him? I went the back way. Yeah, there are different angles that you can pick, but sometimes it is hard getting the one that you want. Hey, seeing these fields covered in weeds just looks weird after you've been used to seasons and not having full field covered weeds. Whoa. Genetic, that's in it's in Nebraska. I think technically it's in the in-ground storage. Okay, so remember, each of these pallets is 7. 7 liters, 7 units. So when this says 184, and we go to the sawmill, and we see that it holds 210. Okay, so this difference is what? 6, 16, 26, right? Is that right? It's going to take 26 pallets. Then if we have 7, 14, 28. So it should take just under, what? 4 pallets? 4 pallets of pallets? And that's what it did. Took just under 4 pallets of pallets because of the fact that each set of pallets is 7. Oh no! Tragedy. Something weird with this auto load script. I don't blame the map. I don't blame the pallets. I blame this auto load script. Doesn't always properly load and unload things. Deliver these pallets to some more factories. think I filled up. I filled up this earlier. Let's check. Nope. 180. You'll just need to leave the tab open to the channel all the time. Right? Head over to the greenhouses. Let's output some product here. For the orchard. Lettuce. And let's go maximum. Let's output 10. Haha! That never gets old. Then potatoes, spring peppers. Then let's do apples. Pears. Plums. And apricots. That there is a lot of product. I'm going to be hauling a bunch of pallets. Oh, ah. Yeah, that looks good. Let's unload that. There we go. That looks a bit better. It does have a trailer hookup. So I don't think I added them. No, I didn't add them. You could add the you can add an auto load trailer to it. Send our veggies. Let's go to this one. Hey, GTX, are you still working on that scale talked about a while ago? I've got a possible use for a scale. You needed somebody to try it out. Oh, it's slowing down. What are you talking about? Sounds like animals are completely much out. What? Oh, I'd say just keep flooding the mod hub, you know? It's kind of like that karma thing. Yeah, I knew you've been offline for a while. Glad to see you back. Definitely glad to see you back online. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that you think the 12 days is working out good, especially from someone that I know can get on a lot more frequently for a lot longer time than I can. It's definitely time to slow down, right? Oh, are you kidding me? Well, Tom, it's their algorithm. There's so many videos being posted every second, every minute, that there's no way any group of people could review every upload for questionable content. So they obviously have a algorithm out there that looks for things, looks for keywords, scans the audio, looks for or listens for what it thinks might be, you know, hate speech or whatever things. But it's easy enough to file an appeal. So once you unload it, it's like this script, or this truck with this script doesn't want you to reload it. Once I unload center, I can't load it and then unload it again like I should be able to. Next time we're on the map, I'll probably next time we're on, I'll probably pick a different autoload. See, now that we're in autoload, I can pick to unload. I can unload to the side. That's what we'll do next time. I won't take it out of autoload until I get to my destination. Yeah. Well, you know, they had a hard time. I don't know if you're a content creator yourself or not, but you know, there for a while, about a year and a half ago, all kinds of videos were being flagged for potentially inappropriate content with respect to advertising. And basically they weren't not monetizing you. They just set it so that you weren't getting maybe getting choice advertisers, because advertisers basically said, I don't want to be advertised on a channel that has XYZ content. And their algorithm was just misflagging people left and right. But it was easy enough to appeal and basically say, no, I think this is a mistake. There's nothing wrong with my content. And you could flag it for manual review. And I had a fair number of videos that did that, and every one of them I flagged for manual review. And within probably 12 hours, video was reviewed and cleared. But there were plenty of folks out there complaining about how they were losing money, they couldn't do business anymore, their livelihood was at stake because of all of this. Basically gathering attention. When they could have just done a little bit and basically gotten their videos cleared. Well, Chancellor, I'd say it depends on how you use the autoload. Like this, it's still in autoload. If you're the type of person that loads it and leaves it auto-loaded until you get to the destination, and then you unload it, then it seems to work okay. for me, I like to auto-load it, and then I like to unload it onto the bed. I like to strap it down. And then I like to drive to my destination. Then auto-load it again. So then I can basically unload it off to the side. But it's not letting me do that. Once I unload it, it seems to be unloaded permanently. I'd much rather just unload it and strap it so it doesn't look like that, because that's just silly. See, that worked just fine and dandy. The next load, I will unload center. After I load it, then you'll see I won't be able to load it ever again. Maybe this truck's implementation of auto load. I had a nice battle with YouTube with music copyright too back in 17. Whoa! I was doing the what was that island map I did? Rathlin Island, that's it. When I was on Rathlin Island, whenever I went to the dock, you would hear the seagulls. And apparently, there was some weird, obscure album that had like 10 seconds of seagull sounds in one of its songs. I listened to one of these tracks once and I'm like, I don't know how anybody could have ever recorded an album like this, but anyway. So I was constantly being flagged for copyrighting that song because of the seagull sound. So after like the fourth supposed copyright violation, I kind of got a little annoyed, right? So the first time I had it, I basically said, look, I don't know why I'm getting flagged for copyright on a bunch of sounds of nature, but I would appreciate it if you wouldn't flag sounds of nature anymore. And basically, they have 30 days. You can dispute it, and then you have, the recording company has like 30 days to review your claim. So, of course, they take all 30. So, 30 days later, that copyright claim is cleared up. But while I'm waiting on that claim to clear up, there's another one that hits. I started to take the, y'all ever watched the Bee movie? Oh no! Not on the tracks. What am I going to do? You ever watched the Bee movie where the bees sue the people for taking their honey? So I took the stance that basically my next argument was that that if the recording industry thinks they can copyright the sounds of nature, then I think the seagulls have a valid copyright dispute for something called prior art with respect to their seagull sounds. And maybe the seagulls should sue the music industry for wrongful copyright violations. Well, that argument kind of worked because they cleared that violation, but next time I had seagulls, well, next time I had violation. Alright, so let's turn autoload back on. Okay, autoload's on. It says turn autoload off, but I can't pick to unload any sides. It might be this truck, I don't know. This works. Yeah, I mean, you know, you're a content creator, you get this, you know, copyright from the music industry. You know, it gets a little, get a little worried, right? I mean, it's like, what did I do? I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah, rubber burner, I know you can do that too. But there's no need to remove seagull sounds. When you're at the ocean in the game and there's seagull sounds, that shouldn't trigger a copyright claim. I'll fight that every time, all times. There's been other instances for sure. You know, I'll forget to on a new game, I'll forget to mute the menu music. And I'll upload a video, and then next thing you know, it's hit with some type of music claim because of the silly menu music. Keyboard drink too much and have liver damage. Anderson Freight. It's basically you can do a hosted multiplayer. You don't have to start over. At the main menu, you just pick multiplayer. You pick create game as opposed to join game. And when you pick create game, it's going to ask you then to pick one of your save games. Then you pick your save game, then basically plug in the server name and the password and anything like that. Now your friend will have to have all of the mods that you have activated in your save game. Otherwise, they won't be able to join. So assuming they have access to all the mods that you have in your save game, you can just run a local hosted multiplayer session. Hey, Ditto. Oh wait, that's all the pallets down there, isn't it? Milk. $16 pallets soy milk. Yep, and that's all you need to do. Just do a locally hosted multiplayer. And then basically they'll see your multiplayer listed. They pick multiplayer and they pick join. Then they'll be able to join into your game. They just have to know what it's called and if you need a password or anything. Soy milk. Transport company almost always pays out better. This grocery store is just so close. Right. I think I unloaded. Oh, we have a flatbed that also has a dump. That would be awesome. Wouldn't it? This is the Ford 9000. It's over at modhub.us. Dairy. Oh, let's do 32 pallets. Holy cow. It snows where you need to plow your land. Snow will melt. No need to plow it. Best to plow roads and around your farm so you don't have to worry about having trouble getting around to feed your animals. You don't have to plow the fields. It works great if you can actually unload the trailer. Of course, we could use the bulk. Use the bulk refrigerated trailer also. Go grab that here in a minute. Anyone that hasn't seen that. I did a mod review on it a couple weeks ago. It could basically be a short semi, a long semi, an extra long semi. It could be a flatbed, a hook lift, a dump bed. You can add a ramp to the flatbed if you want. Several configuration options. It could easily be the only truck you have that does everything. It has several different engine options. You might be able to get it with a Cat engine. We got 50,000 from it at the other sell point. We got 66 grand out of that one. Not a bad payday. There, that's the same truck, just in a semi configuration. This is the reefer trailer that comes with the map. We've had issues with this truck on the multiplayer server, I think, with heavy loads. We've also used the realistic weights mod. So that really added to the probably the weight. Bulk refrigerated trailer. Just pull up to the loading dock and we just load it. This dairy products. See, now we're pulling dairy products out. If you don't want to deal with pallets, you don't have to. At this point, you would just back this in. You would get the unload trigger. All right, later, rubber burner. I think we'll go see how much gold we've got. You don't want to deal with pallets, you can just use the refrigerated trailer. That comes with the map. It's going to be here under tools. Trailers. That one right there. We'll haul our fruits, our vegetables, our meat pallets, dairy products. Never meat. Got not a lot of meat. Okay. Let's go get some. Let's go get some gold. Well, you could always turn traffic off. Hey, this map will keep you on your toes, though. Because the traffic is changing. Next time through that intersection, that truck might go straight. Hey, Will, what's up? Guess the heap is too small. Oh well. We just have 77 liters. I gotta drive careful now. I got gold. I got a value commodity in my truck. Oh, we gotta save some stuff for Raz to find. Where is the bank? Oh. Yeah, I'm next in line. Oh, look at that little short train. Need like a police escort when I'm hauling my gold. That wasn't that much money. Alright, let's see. What else we got going on? This guy cultivating this field over here. Is there anything you guys want to see related to the map? That going on, we got that going on. I wanted to harvest this cool field. I like the shape of this field and the fact that it was kind of tucked away. Eight hours on this harvest. We're going to need to repair it. I like how it's kind of tucked away here. Didn't put in the wonderful GTX mobile repair trailer. Can't really repair this quickly. There. Hey Evan, what's up? I don't know, I kind of got a thing for these fields that are tucked away. Scuba Steve, I think I checked that out. They are there. Pretty sure the farm is built out. The silo is placeable though, but I think under farm manager or start from scratch. I think things are there. Let's look. Although I think the animal pens are sellable. Let's see. See the garage, everything that we own. So we could sell the cow pasture, the pig enclosure, and the sheep. Sell a chicken coop, the grain silo. Looks like we could pretty much sell everything that is at the farm. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. I'd have to fire this up in one of the other two game modes. But at a minimum, looks like you could definitely sell stuff. I think what we'll do is we'll go repair this. Here, so it'll be faster. Farm's right there. So, do you know much about the fruit trees on Hofbergman GTX? Will it fit? Will indeed. Oh, there was just a question on how they worked. I had kind of guessed that they took water and manure, but there was somebody in chat earlier that was saying that they tried to give them water and they wouldn't take it. The water is over by the is across from the green. Is across from the green. Not from the green, but from the. Across from the bale stacks. Jump the harvester. Clean and green, did you find the water? Farm? Right beside that shed with the equipment in it. Across from where the bale stacks for straw are. Just beside the straw blower building. Yeah, there's some blue pipes. Let's back up to the blue pipes and fill it. I did see that Hofbergman had the universal passenger script in the map. That was interesting. Got to mention that in the video. Yeah, the trees had what appeared to be 3 triggers. But when you walk up to the trees, you don't get any type of information. In the map, I looked in the zip file because I was looking for seasons info. And I saw the Universal Passenger Lua in the map. So here is, speaking of the Ford, here's the dump truck variant. What trailer are you trying? Maybe lift the lid? Hit N to open the lid on the trailer. Some of the Hoff Bergman trailers you can't fill until you open the lid on top. Let me look. Unless I think I actually don't have the map anymore. Yeah, I don't have the map anymore. I have to download it again to check. Let's see here. Alright, give me a few minutes. Oh, and of course, now it wants to take forever to download. It may have been an XML. I just saw a universal passenger and those poor sheep. We still need to feed those sheep eventually. Yeah, my Express download is running ridiculously slow at the moment, so I won't. It definitely won't be done until tomorrow, it says. Chancellor, I do both. I use a wheel and keyboard. At this moment, I'm using the wheel. That might not last long, though. I literally jump between the two. Yeah. Like I used the keyboard to do that turn. It's just a lot easier than spinning the wheel 5 times each direction. I wouldn't say that. No, not really, James. Overall, I try to change it up enough from map to map, game save to game save. Oh, my sensitivity is 0. See, I got a 1. So that's straight. So that's 1 full turn and a quarter. So go from hard right to hard left. It's 1, 2, 2.5 turns versus just holding the button down. So we're going to finish this field off, and then we're going to call it a stream. Have more straw to pick up later. And we are just going to ignore the fact that the holes in these fields do not have collisions. Don't look. Look away. Look away. Look away. Look away. We're not looking at that. Oh, look at the pretty scenery. Okay. Let's go back to reality. So some people will praise the map for not having collisions along those poles. Other people will have their issues. Either way. One makes it easier for AI help. The other makes it more realistic. Can see the nice overall. We have some pretty nice views. Then what you do in multiplayer is you have someone sitting by that trigger. Then you have someone else bird dog watching somebody harvesting a field, and then you tell them to flip the trigger on when someone's harvester is halfway into the pole, and watch the thing just flip out. Sounds like a great idea, GTX. So to summarize, just in case anybody missed these statements at the start of the stream. So the version of the map that we're working on right now, the version of the map that you all have been seeing, the stream and the previous stream, is what has been uploaded to Giants. version that was originally uploaded to Giants has been pulled. New version has been added. It was uploaded at the end of last week. So they still report about a 11-day, 10-day wait period from when a mod is uploaded to tested. If that holds true, then we can probably expect to see this map enter testing in its current form in about 2 weeks, toward the end of the month, just after the Kloss DLC is released. That is because there were several changes that were made, and basically there was a decision. You just float the version that's there and see if it gets a failure or a pass. And if it gets a failure, then you upload the changed version with then whatever fixes they want. Or if it gets a pass, then if your changes would require a new save game, and when you then upload a new version, then everyone that has the existing save game will need to restart. So, which do you do? Oh, the brakes on the truck. Like the brakes on the dump truck aren't near as good as the brakes on the semi. Three more passes and we'll be done. So I certainly hope that the Mod Hub doesn't have the continued trend of half the mods being released being updates. What's been going on as of late, but it seems like last 2 weeks, most of the mods that have been released have just been updates to previously released mods. That was definitely the trend this last week. 15 mods were updates, 15 mods were new, for a total of 30 released. And just think if we had different queues for updates and releases, the new stuff would have just about a week backlog. Yeah. Where'd that plane go? There was 5 geos last week. It seems like the new Bale Fork, right? Some of them for areas that didn't seem that far off from each other had drastically different planting and harvesting schedules. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if some of those were being updated just to re-spur interest in downloading them. You know? If you have a mod that comes out after a while, the number of downloads are probably get most of your downloads within a week of it being released. So if you want another whole batch of downloads, you update it with something trivial, if you will. Just to reignite some interest. Just saying. Don't know anybody that really does it. Whenever you monetize something, people will be looking for ways to maximize their... Oh, the brakes woes me. Dump bed version, you gotta be on the brakes really early. Alright, well, both of those tanks need to have the lid opened. You have to open the top before you can fill either of the Hoff-Bergman water tankers. Didn't open the top lid, they won't fill anything. Alright guys, that is going to do us for the night and actually for the next week. I'll be out of town starting tomorrow through Friday, and might be busy all day Saturday and into the late evening. So the next time we have a chance to maybe get back together might just be next Sunday. So until then, happy farming.